Thank you so much, Casey. And I hope everyone was able to follow and understand how, especially the last part around data, how we can use technology and data for informed decision-making processes. So as SALGA in the data unit, we have been on a drive to empower municipalities and obviously empower you to be data-driven, basically through the use of business intelligence, analytics, as well as making sure that these are being accessible to municipalities. So we have been in the past couple of months, our efforts have been on the development of SALGA Pulse, which is basically an integrated repository of data. So what I mean by that is all the data analytic products and solutions that we have developed, we have embedded them into a one sort of like basket platform. And there what we have done is, because we want to encourage the use of data for decision-making processes at a local government, which is something that we are driving today, is that we looked at the various areas across a municipal function and we've themerized them. So we have given most of our data analytic products and we've categorized them into various themes. For example, financial management, which is where obviously you would fall under. But not only there, there's also an area of economic development within a municipal setting and citizen analytics, where we're analyzing what citizens are saying about our municipalities. Then there's also another element or theme, which is around digital technology as well as trading services. This is where you find things around water, electricity, sanitation, etc. So this is just an example. This is just an example of one of our dashboards that looks at financial performance of a municipality. So you are able, as a financial person, an example that he gave earlier, where a CFO wakes up in the morning and says, what's the status of my municipality? So we have tried to pull data from various sources, particularly National Treasury, and we've provided a simplified version of the status of a municipality. So you are able to actually say, what was my financial performance in a number of areas in a particular month, a particular quarter, what was my original budget, what was my original adjusted budget, as well as audited outcomes as well. So using this, you are able to actually even see the relationships within various sort of ratios and financial indicators at a snapshot. And what we've done is we've also embedded a layer of other socioeconomic variables as well. So meaning we have provided an analysis of what you would typically find in a municipality over and above financial thematic areas. We have embedded things like the population size, the number of municipalities within that particular province, for example. We have also embedded things like the councillors that are there, so that at the end of the day, you are able to say, with these people are within my municipality and this financial performance, what can I enable? What can I assist with? How can I, because we're not only supposed to be looking at only finances, but cutting across the municipal function. And earlier on, Casey mentioned that you don't become a financial specialist only, but you must be able to actually be part of business and understand the problem statements that are within the business in a municipal setting. So there's also another dashboard that looks at economic development, which falls within the economic development thematic area. And this one looks at not only economic development, but also areas that encourage investments, areas that impede investments. And those are categorized within 5 themes as well. For example, there's issues around red tape. Investors come to our municipalities, but then we've got so many processes that are impeding. He mentioned earlier having to fill in a form. Is there a way for us to use technology to shorten that process? And things like, do we have the right capacity within our municipality? People who are able to say, instead of doing this, do that, for us to be able to process your application quite quicker. And obviously things like enabling factors. Do we have an IDP or strategic document of our municipality for the next 5 years that speaks to what we need to achieve as a municipality? So we've tried to pull together that information and used advanced analytics. We used advanced analysis where we put in scenarios and said, if I were to change a specific area within my municipality, what will be the percentage increase? What other things will be affected if we change this process? So an example would be the red tape. If we introduce technology to shorten the process of application, what is the impact in investment or attracting investments within our municipality? So, and there's also the digital maturity assessment dashboard. These are part of some of the work that we've done around assessing how municipalities are digitally matured. So we've collected all of those results and put them within a dashboard where you're able to actually, as a municipality, look at how you are performing around areas of governance, strategy, planning, operations, and also, obviously, are you data mature? How often do you use, or to what extent do you use data analytic or business intelligence to arrive at decisions within your municipal setting, and you're able to actually rank which municipality is leading, etc., in what area, so that we all are learning from each other. And there's one also, which is my favorite, is the one where we are listening to what people are saying on social media, using Twitter, Facebook, and municipal websites. So as a municipality, over and above being in the financial space, how do you allocate your finances to address the needs of your municipality? Because if there's an area that keeps popping up on social media around water leakage, how are we budgeting our finances towards maintenance of such infrastructure, and linking it with the dashboard that I presented earlier, where you look at some of the financial variables to actually then link them to what citizens are complaining about or are crying about. So we call it the sentiment analysis dashboard, where we are looking at the temperature around whether it's positive or negative, the positive sentiments or negative sentiments. If it's negative, and we've also looked at a score to actually say your municipality is quite on the negative side, and these are the areas, or because of the frequently used words, people are complaining around potholes. Is it something that we can easily assist and allocate it accordingly to the relevant departments? And so what we're trying to say here is that there's a lot of opportunities within the digital and data space. As we augment our operations, they become part of as we augment digital technology and they become part of our operations, it's because digital technology is evolving. So as you continuously use technology in your workspace, it becomes part of your processes, it becomes part of your operations. And we are basically saying that at the end of the day, it's not only about being a specialist in your area, but because you're using technology, you become a business technologist. And what I've just presented now is that we need to constantly be learning and become fluent. I know the word fluent is a bit tricky, but it actually means we become data literate. And when we become data literate, we're able to analyze some of those dashboards. We're able to put together and use technology to put together such solutions to assist in our day-to-day decision-making processes. We're able to identify areas that are manual processes that can be automated, and also the area of security as well. We identify areas that need data, areas that need some sort of strengthening in order for us to not be susceptible to cybercrime, for example, and constantly learning around how we can use artificial intelligence to broaden our way of doing things, to also understand how it can simplify the work that we do as well. The example of GPT. And I'll leave it there, and I'll open it up for questions. And I'm hoping that this presentation would broaden your mind and understanding as to how we can link digital technology and also use data for decision-making processes. Thank you very much.